Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Renegade Roundtable podcast here. I am Jeffrey Kirby. As always, we are joined by Jarryd. Jarryd, how the hell are you?
It's been rough. It's been a rough week for me, at least, for work. I'm hoping it gets better.
Well, we hope it
gets
better.
Other things as well, but...
Well, we hope that work gets better for you. Obviously, if you guys follow me on social media, you guys saw I took a trip home. That's not really home, but I'm calling it home. Took a trip up to Pittsburgh on Tuesday, went to PNC Park, watched the Guardians absolutely slaughter for the second straight day of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mitch Keller just got absolutely shelled. And by the way, real quick, I'm going to say this one more time, and Josh Naylor wasn't an all-star. And also,
you went for one game or two? Just
what?
One game? Just only one game you went?
Yeah, I just went to the one. So
I thought you were there for like the set.
No, yeah, I was there just for one. It was kind of like, just like a last-minute thing. I was like, you know what? I'll go. Screw it. Why not? So, Here's what's funny, though. I'm going to give a quick shout-out to a couple of my boys, Paul and Jay. So, I'm at the game, sitting there. I'm at the game in my all-you-can-eat club seat, which was phenomenal. Congratulations to me and all of my food-eating success. As I'm sitting there watching the game, watching the Slaughterfest happen, get a text. They're like, oh, that's funny. You're at PNC Park. That's wild. You're going back there in 3 weeks. I'm like, what? Yeah, we just got tickets for the game against the Braves. I'm like, oh, well, okay. Well, I guess I'll be back here in 3 weeks. So I will be back in Pittsburgh at the beginning of August to go watch a game against the Atlanta Braves, which if we thought the Cleveland Guardians slaughter was going to be bad, oh, boy.
Man.
Oh, jeez. I can only imagine what the Atlanta Braves are about to do.
Talking about slaughter, yeah.
But, yeah, so I'll be back in. Here's what's funny. So I'm so busy the next couple of months. So I'm going back to Pittsburgh. I want to say it's August maybe 8th. I think it's the 8th. And then later on in the month of August, I want to say the very end of August into September, I'm taking a little 4 or 5 day trip up to Baltimore and Washington, D.C. We're going to go and check out Camden Yards and Nationals Park, go in and explore Washington and all that. Then the following week is when I'll be back in Pittsburgh, linking up with Jarryd and Herb and all them. So, needless to say, I will have been in Pittsburgh 3 times in the last 2 months. Or in the last month. Yeah, about 2 months. That's a lot for me.
Yeah, traveling season is coming up.
Let's see. So wait, what all games that you have? So you have what? You have obviously the home opener. You have the Jags, and then
I'll be at the preseason game in Tampa when the Steelers are in town.
Okay.
And then I'm actually going to a Yankees in Tampa in August as well. I'll be driving the 2 hours down there to hopefully see them win.
Which, by the way, before we get to talking about Alex Highsmith and the Steelers, blah, 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 Jarryd, I'm just going to let you have the floor because I know you're feeling a little emotion about your coveted New York Stankies.
I can't watch this team, man. It's terrible. What am I watching? What am I watching? 2 hits against the Angels yesterday? 2 hits? Then we got old man Josh Donaldson now just went to 60-day IL. Great, I don't want to see him again. Get him out the team. I got Rizzo not doing anything. I got DJ LeMahieu not doing anything. The only offensive player is Gleyber Torres.
By the way, Anthony Rizzo, since like June 1st, has slugging like 195.
Exactly. Before Josh Donaldson went to the IL, you know what his batting average was?
Was it below 200?
Oh, it's 160. 160. Do you think? Oh my gosh. Ever since Judge went down, the whole team's starting to die. I don't know what's going on. It's only been Garrett Cole. Can't do so much. Gleyber Torres. I think that's the only 2 players I named that's been good on this team. Everyone else, I don't know what they're doing. I can't watch this team. I'm watching them. It's painful to watch. I hate losing.
It's amazing.
I'm a diehard Yankee fan. We're supposed to be at the top every year, and we spend so much money. I saw a tweet on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, Kirby, of all the money spent and the standings at where they're at. And guess who's at the bottom? That spent the most money.
By the way, I saw something where it was like, I forget where it was at, like, since how long, but in this stretch, it was like the team's batting average for whatever. The Yankees were dead last.
Oh, I know. It's awful.
It's actually great. It's actually wonderful. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it's great for you guys. I know you guys love it. Everyone loves to see our downfall. I get it. It's fun. It's fun for you guys. I get it. It's terrible. I'm so mad about the money we spent and we're in last place. The Tampa Bay Rays are leading. I think they're in first. Tampa Bay Rays. I think they spent $43 million on their team.
Here's what I got to say about like what the Tampa Bay Rays is, and I've mentioned this. I'm going to correlate this into the Pirates. This wasn't exactly what we were going to talk about at all, but we're going to correlate this into a discussion real quick. You just mentioned that the payroll for the Rays is very low. In the last 5 years, they've made it to a World Series. I don't care if it's the COVID year or not. I in any sport, they made it to a World Series with that low of a payroll. It's a way. It's when you're a small market team like that, and you only have to be able to spend so much. That's where the development comes into play so much more critical. It's not like we're the Yankees where it's like, okay, they can just go out and buy whoever they want. They were able to go and buy a Giancarlo Stanton. They're able to go buy a Garrett Cole. They're able to go buy whoever, like the Dodgers with Mookie Betts, and they're able to trade and do all that and get Freddie Freeman and blah blah blah. They're able to do that. They have the money. Teams like the Tampa Bay Rays, the Pittsburgh Pirates, I'm going to use my team, the Cleveland Guardians. When you are a small market team, you have to be able to learn how to develop. And that's exactly develop and replenish. That is exactly what the Guardians and the Tampa Bay Rays have done over the last 10 years. They've been continuously able to, well, maybe for the Rays not as long, but more of as of recent, they've been able to get good talent, trade them away, recycle, repeat. And the Guardians have been able to do the same thing. That's why they've been a successful franchise the last 10 years since Terry Francona's been a manager. And that's something that the Pirates need to do. If the Pirates can, because right now, I don't know who is teaching these kids to hit in the minor leagues for the Pirates. But it seems like a lot of these coaches need to go in the minor leagues for the Pirates because the hitting is just not there. There needs to be more development. You need to, and this is good, and this goes up top too with Ben Cherington. Got to be able to have guys where you can trade them off, but still get younger pieces that you'll have a lot more control of that are going to be good and help develop them, and that's how you'll become a respectable organization that with a low payroll. It's exactly what you need. I mean, look, I'll use my team for example, the Guardians. You've turned Corey Kluber into you turned him into Emmanuel Clase, one of the best closers in baseball. You turned Trevor Bauer. That was a kind of an iffy trade, but I mean that was you got Yasiel Puig for that 1 year. It's like okay, cool. The Mike Clevenger trade, you were able to turn him into Josh Naylor, Bo Naylor, Cal Quantrill. You were able to turn him into a bunch of those guys. And Francisco Lindor, you turned into Ahmed Rosario and Andres Jimenez. So those trades that I just mentioned of key names, they've been able to replenish and get guys who are contributing this year and the years past when they got them, and in the future. That's how you become when you have a small market or a small payroll, that's how you got to do it. And that's exactly what the Pirates need to be doing. They need to learn.
I just need to say this: fire Aaron Boone, fire Brian Cashman. Get him out. I'm tired of watching this. I'm tired. I am still a Yankee fan until I die, but I can't keep watching this. My expectations are nowhere near the playoffs right now anymore. I don't care. As this day moves on forward, I don't care what happens now. If we make the playoffs, I'm not excited. I want a World Series.
Something you haven't won in 10 years plus.
I know it's been more than 10 years plus. But it's expectations, as diehard Yankee fans expect with the money that we spent. And the trades that we made for it. Oh, man, I bet they're working out great. Hey, where's Joey Gallo? He's not here. How's we have Ben Attendee? Not here anymore. Oh, look, Aaron Nix is gone. He's doing good on the Baltimore Orioles all of a sudden.
Which, by the way, I'll be seeing later in the month of August when I go to Baltimore. So, Aaron Hicks, if you want to do good for me, stick it to the Yankees. Go right on ahead. That'd be very nice.
I don't know if it's just a spotlight for these players, because when they leave, they start playing fantastic. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Anyways, I'm done. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I can keep going, but I gotta stop. It is what it is.
Maybe later on at the end we'll let you keep going. Maybe I want to hear more. I'm enjoying this. We're 11 minutes in, and all right.
The bullpen's been great. We just can't hit. I keep going. All right.
Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this is just great. Okay, now let's get back to business here. Okay. All right, let's talk about Alex Highsmith. Talk about maybe something more positive, depending on how you feel about it. 4 years, $68 million extension for Alex Highsmith, or if you're the Steelers and you want to look at it, 5 for $70, which in that case would turn his AVV to about $14 million versus the 4 for $68, which is about $17 million. What were your initial reactions to? Because I put it in our little group chat that we have.
I was so busy when I saw it. I was like, "Holy shit! It actually happened."
So I was gonna say, that was your first initial reaction, like when you saw the figures, 4 for $68.
I was shocked with the price tag. I thought it was going to be lower than that, but it is what it is. I think it's worth it, in the long run. Pair up with TJ. He take a lot more pressure goes to TJ than Alex Highsmith anyway. He takes more probably of the double T's. I'm sure we just hope TJ's not hurt. That's just the only thing,
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. I'm actually I'm happy with it. I can't be too upset. The offense, Kenny's on his rookie deal. You spend the money, improve the defense. I can't complain.
So my first initial reactions were, okay, I'm happy that we got this done. I say we as if I'm a part of the team or nowhere near any part of the negotiations, but you know what? We're going to keep it going anyway. Steelers got the deal done, and it's like, all right, cool. It's done. That's about the least of the drama we're going to have in terms of anything contract-wise this offseason. Now we're going to we can all just get our heads down and get to work. But here was my thought. It's a little bit higher than I would have wanted.
Oh, I agree.
Well, I would have.
Totally.
If you would have, like I mentioned before, if it really was a $14 million per year value, I would be a lot more happy for that rather than the 17, where it's like, okay, that's $3 million or so ish more per year than what you want. It's like, okay, well, $3 million could get you something in the NFL. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for Alex Highsmith. I'm happy for his family. This has nothing to do with him. I'm glad that he was able to get his money. Congratulations to him on all his success. And I truly do mean that. But looking at it from a Steelers perspective, it's like, all right, you got him for 17. TJ's making what, maybe 28 or something? That's like close to $40-something million that you're spending on your pass rush tandem going forward. The only pass rush tandem that's higher is I want to say the Chargers with Bosa and Khalil Mack. Is 7. So clearly we all know that Alex Highsmith is the Robin to TJ Watt being Batman. We all understand it. We get that. At the end of the day, he really has to ball out now. Mm-hmm. I almost wonder. Part of me would have been okay with saying, "Hey, go out there, prove it to me again." And if he goes out there and has another pretty damn good season where he's top whatever sacks, have 14, 15 sacks, okay, I'm willing to pay him a little bit more for that because I know that we've seen it again. Mm-hmm. We don't know as of now if that was just a one-time deal. Although he does have the track record going back to him at college where he was at Charlotte. Every year he's gotten a little bit better and better and better and better. And if you're paying him that money, you got to think to yourself, hey, there's still more growth and development that is there. And is he going to be able to get there?
I agree. I thought it was a little high. I was expected, but I'm just happy they got it done. Now go ball out. Go ball out. I want more. Give me more sacks. With TJ there, you should be, in on the quarterback more often, honestly. Not all the time. But.
This duo getting paid $40-something million per year, they're gonna have to combined. You gotta get at least 35 sacks as a tandem.
As a tandem, yeah. I was talking about Highsmith alone.
As a tandem. Well, looking at just from both sides, 30 to 35. 30 is probably the minimum because that's 50. If you're paying them that much, you're going to need the production. Now, in terms of the schematics of things and the philosophy of what their idea is, in a 3-4 like this, you need two guys that can get after the quarterback. We've seen where when you don't have two guys going after the quarterback, it doesn't look pretty. I mean, you had Bud Dupree. He wasn't that great up until TJ got there. Then they switched sides, and then they became a good duo. And then over the course of time, Alex Highsmith got better and better. And when we saw TJ and Alex Highsmith together, they caused havoc, which is what you need. We need to see them ball out. You got paid.
Totally.
Now, I don't think that Alex Highsmith is going to be the guy to say, "Oh, I got my money. You know what? I don't care now." Like, he's going to continue to work. There are some guys where it's like, all right, he got paid. Is he going to be able to play like he got paid? Now, I don't have a single question about that with Alex Highsmith. I know he's going to continue to grind, get better, work his ass off every day like he already does, and probably, if not more, now. That's just going to be my thing. You just got to hope now that he can continue to ball out and cause havoc for this defense.
We have a high expectation from him now. Getting paid that much money? Whew, I need at least 10 sacks. I'm talking at least. Minimum. At least from him. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just, we're like the third or fourth most money spent on defense.
I want to say third, and as of next year, we will be number one.
Whew, my God. Yes.
Now, here's the thing too. I saw the question, people asking, well, hey, are you ever going to spend money on the offense because you're constantly just spending on the defense? A, are you really surprised it's the city of Pittsburgh? Are you really surprised, first and foremost? Second off, though, this is a luxury purchase that you are able to have because you're not paying the quarterback a shit ton of money with that big contract. You don't have to worry about that for a few years. So you have the ability to go and do that. Where, I mean, they spent a good amount of money on Isaac Seumalo. You got Deontay Johnson paid. And here's the thing. You drafted your left tackle, so you're not going to pay. That's a premium position where they're going to get premium money on offense. You don't have to worry about paying him for a few years. Your quarterback's on the rookie contract. Your what a lot of people would consider their wide receiver one in George Pickens. You don't have to worry about paying him yet. Pat, you don't have to worry. I mean, after this year, you'll have to start thinking about paying Pat. But right now, you don't have to worry about that. You've paid James Daniels. I mean, it's in Chooks. Right now, you're in a position where it's like you could go and invest more into the, like, if you wanted to get a receiver, which, by the way, I'm going to give myself a good old pat on the back on something in terms of wide receiver. We'll get to that in a little bit. Because people were telling me, oh, I was crazy. Maybe not now.
No, those news, yeah. I was shocked. I knew you were crazy, but I was like, why? But I can understand it, I guess. But
we'll get to that in a little bit.
We'll get there.
But right now, why not? What is the best way to help the young quarterback?
A good defense.
Good defense helps your defense. And by the way, too, real quick, quick disclaimer. Thursday night here in Northeast Ohio, we're getting absolutely destroyed with storms. So hopefully the power doesn't go out at all. If there's any delays of this coming out, FYI, that is why. Because we're just getting absolutely destroyed by storms right now. So back to regularly scheduled programming. That's why this purchase, this signing is okay because you don't have to worry about paying a lot of your premium guys or the guys you really care about paying. You've already paid, a.k.a. TJ and Minka.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, but this is really, this year and next year really is put up or shut up time for this team.
It's expectations.
I'm seeing so many of these videos on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all that saying, what I'm seeing a lot of with the Steelers this year? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing that I saw a lot of people saying with the Eagles last year. In terms of saying, hey, don't sleep on hey, the Eagles are a really good team. They're looking really good. Don't sleep on them, blah, blah, blah. Hey, they just went to a Super Bowl last year. We're getting that. The Steelers are getting that same exact treatment this year. Now, am I saying we're going to go to the Super Bowl? I can't say that right now because right now the AFC is just an absolute juggernaut gauntlet. But
so many good quarterbacks.
I mean, just in your own division, you got to deal with Burrow. At the very minimum, we don't know what Watson's going to look like. How's Lamar going to look now that he got paid? And then you got let's see, Allen still.
Herbert, Mahomes.
I mean, I was going to leave Mahomes till last, but you got Trevor Lawrence still you got to deal with. And then obviously, like you said, at the end of the road, you're going to have to deal with Kansas City. You're going to have to deal with that big Mac man, number 15 for the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. This is a gauntlet of an AFC.
Little side note. Have you seen that quarterback series on Netflix?
I don't have Netflix, but I'm so pissed because I heard it is so good. I want to see it.
Watch the first couple episodes.
Well, I don't have Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah. I watched it so far. So good so far. I am enjoying it. Yeah, I like how they.
I'm really considering actually getting Netflix just so I can watch this.
It's good. Good couple episodes. I like how they do it. I feel like each different episode. They go on everybody, but they specifically go on one person. Like each episode. You'll either like Mahomes will be like the main star of the episode. Then of course they show Kirk and Mariota, and then the next episode is Kirk, and then Mariota will be like the third. It's pretty good. I like it.
I wonder who's going to be a part of season 2 of that.
It's going to be interesting.
Should end up being you got to.
They said a vet, a rookie, and then I think like an upcoming player, quarterback.
Or, well, I mean, if you look at it like the base, how they did it with season 1, you have the top of the top, Patrick Mahomes, a pretty good franchise quarterback in Kirk Cousins, and kind of a meh in Marcus Mariota. In season 2, if you wanted to go with that same route, you go with a guy like, let's say, Joe Burrow. How about if you gave me a season with Joe Burrow? Oh, maybe
Tua. Ooh, Joe Burrow, Tua. Thought I would. Thought about it for a second.
obviously selfishly I would love to see Kenny on there just to see.
Oh,
but
of course.
I mean,
I would say.
I'd be curious to see what Trevor Lawrence is like.
Oh,
Trevor Lawrence would be interesting, and then if you wanted to have a rookie, you could. Although I'm not.
Maybe Geno.
Geno would be interesting.
Cool. He went to a lot of teams. I would like to see that.
So yeah, I mean, but
good. I recommend the series. Really good.
Good to
Can't
know.
wait to watch the next one.
Yeah, let's say at some point I'm gonna have to just say screw it, and maybe that's something that we ought to do. Because we'll have to see if Herb has watched the quarterback series. If worse comes to worse, maybe that's something that we do when we're in Pittsburgh together. We could all just get together one night and just
Just watch it late at night. There you go.
yeah, just like whatever. But yeah. Yeah, so that's how we feel about the Alex Highsmith extension. Training camp, 2 weeks or next week actually.
1 week.
Next week, yep, 1 week. About 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. They will be going to Latrobe and St. Vincent College, and away we go. The overreactions that we all are going to be doing anyway, even though we try not to, but we're going to anyway because of the pure excitement. Oh boy, oh boy. You know what's crazy? The Hall of Fame game's in 2 weeks.
It's wild. I know. I'm thinking like it's 2 weeks away, and then I got it's less than a month for this preseason game in Tampa. That's what I'm just thinking. It's August 11th.
Well, see, yeah, that's like for me. I have so much stuff that's coming up. I mean, I got, like I said, the another Pittsburgh trip. I got a golf outing that same weekend. Then I have this trip. I have the Baltimore DC trip. Then the following week is our Steeler trip. So, and on top of that, I'm dealing with my Achilles stuff, blah blah blah. Which, dealing with that, getting ready for the hill after that I'll have to deal with, but we'll deal about that later. But yeah, it's a lot coming up. A lot. That's what, like last year when we went for week 2, what was nice is I went on a 4 or 5 day trip last year to Minnesota, Milwaukee, and Chicago. And then it was 3 or 4 weeks later, right back in Pittsburgh. So it felt like when you're doing it like that, time goes by quick. It's going to get here before you know it.
I know, I've been waiting. I haven't been on a vacation in a while.
I mean, I technically did just go on a 1 day bender.
No,
Then I'll go on another 1 day bender, then a 5 day bender, then another 3 or 4 day bender.
Oh, man.
Oh, at this point, I need to be sponsored by Travelers.com or something at this point.
Hey, please sponsor. I booked an Airbnb, please sponsor.
Hey, bye. Yeah, which, by the way, our weekly behind the curtain of that. So I texted. So I was in Pittsburgh, and my dumbass I had asked Jarryd to send me the address of the Airbnb because I'm like, screw it, I should go and check it out, just see what it's like. Well, needless to say, I forgot to do it.
Well, and I send it to you too.
Well, yeah. So maybe when I go back, I'll have my boys maybe drive past there and see if just see from my perspective, what it looks like and blah blah. Just kind of get an idea of what we got going on. Which, by the way, yeah, for anyone who is going to be in Pittsburgh that weekend, hit us up. I mean, we're all down to, because I know we're all going to get together. I mean, obviously me, Jarryd, and Herb, we're all going to be together all weekend. We have the Airbnb together. I know Saturday night I'll be hanging out with a bunch of the Cigar Twitter guys. But I mean, hey, if you're in town, you want to hang out, want to say what's up, whatever, hit us up. We're down for whatever.
I think the casino Saturday. I think that's what a lot of people are trying to do.
Yeah, I think that's part of what we're gonna end up doing. We're gonna end up there, and it's gonna be see me in a very similar outfit than when I just got back from dinner. So that's currently why I am dressed like I just got back from the Kentucky Derby. But or Hawaii, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, other than that, what are your I know we've asked this before, but with a week away, if you had to give me, what is the one thing that you are looking forward? What are you looking for the most in camp coming up and for this season for the Steelers?
How does Calvin Austin fit in this offense?
Oh,
we have not seen us. I think he didn't play preseason, right? He got hurt in training camp last year, right? So I want to see how he plays. I'm not, we've seen tape. I got to see preseason. We guys never seen a snap. How's he going to fit with this offense? I'm interested.
So you're the first person I've seen say that, so I like that. I'm trying to go without the obvious, like Kenny Pickett or Matt Canada. I'm trying to go away from that because those are obviously obvious.
That's one of them, and my other one is the linebackers. How are these middle linebackers gonna fit with this defense? I think that's the weakest part of the defense. It's gonna be Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts. We got to see how it works out.
I think for me, I'm real, and this might be a lot of people too. I'm really gonna be monitoring this offensive tackle race that we have going on, because this year I truly feel like it's going to be an actual competition, unlike it was for the quarterback position last year. This, I actually have a feeling they're really there's going to be a race for this, and it's really actually a three-person race between Dan Moore, Broderick Jones, and even Chooks, because while yes, Chooks is getting paid, if Dan Moore starts off as the week 1 starter, that means one of 2 things. Or it could be one of 3 things. That means either he came as Zeus and just started absolutely obliterating everyone and just blew everyone's socks off in camp, which at that case you have a great issue to have. You have a wonderful issue. 2, Broderick Jones is struggling and having issues, which that could be a little concerning. Or 3, both of them look really good, and maybe if they want to experiment, maybe putting Dan Moore at right tackle, and if they're not so happy with Chooks, have Broderick at left and Dan Moore at right. I mean, that's.
I was gonna say, imagine if it was Dan Moore right tackle.
Because I mean, if you look at it right now, based on the Chooks, you can get out of Chooks after this season.
Oh yeah. But imagine Dan Moore right tackle, Broderick Jones left tackle.
And the only way that would happen is if Dan Moore is taking reps at right tackle and he looks great at it, he's doing good. He's going up against TJ Watt at that point if he's going ones. So obviously that's the best person to go, to be able to get reps on every single day. That means Broderick Jones is understanding the offense. He's understanding his blocking schemes, and he's doing well. And then obviously Chooks. I mean, if Chooks ends up being your backup, he's not a bad back. He's a pretty good backup to have. Now, yes, he's going to be an expensive backup at tackle at $10 or $11 million a year for, like I said, you can get out of that after the season if they want. So, at the end of the day, that's what I'm monitoring the most. That's not the obvious quarterback Matt Canada thing.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, of course, everyone's going to say the offensive coordinator, what's Matt Canada going to do, play style. Every Steeler fan, if you watch Steeler games, that's the main, issue.
Mm-hmm.
What's the play calling going to be like? Is Kenny going to be more in command of this offense? Is he going to,
So I saw something from Colin Dunlap earlier today as I was cutting my grass, and he said something that was interesting. And he said he thinks that now with Kenny Pickett being in year 2, he has a lot more. He thinks that there's a shot where he might just tell Canada, "Hey, this is my show now." Like, he might be more willing to say, let's open this up, or, "Hey, this is my show now.
I'm running my own plays."
I mean, it's something to watch out for. And my thing, too, is when we're getting into the Kenny Pickett, Matt Canada issue, Kenny Pickett needs to be able to, if you're going to let him be in command of the offense, which we're all hoping he can be, letting him be able to audible at the line of scrimmage when he sees something. And at the end, now here's my thing. I'm wondering if we're playing a little bit of a game of 4D chess in terms of the way that they're talking about. We constantly hear the way, like Matt Canada coming back. The reason why that way Rooney loved the way that they ran the football. It seems like they're going to run the football. Blah 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 blah. I'm wondering if we're playing a little bit of 4D chess. If they're really going to run a similar offense as they did last year, or are they playing a little bit of 4D chess? It's like, hey, we actually are going to open things up. We're really going to sling the rock a little bit.
We'll see. We don't know until we find out.
And real quick, I actually just literally had a thought that just popped up in my head about this Alex Highsmith thing, about people saying, oh, why are they always investing so much in defense? It's ironic because of we're going back a few years, say 2017, 2016 season, where they did invest in the offense. And they were making plays. That offense was an absolute juggernaut. What were we doing? Bitching and complaining because we couldn't stop a nosebleed on defense. We all know the infamous picture of that secondary that was...
Secondary picture.
The secondary that had a bunch of Joe Schmoes on there.
I can name them right now.
I mean, it's god-awful. But, I mean...
Antoine Blake. Remember that name?
Holy
Mike
shit.
Mitchell.
Yep.
Sean Davis. Ross Cockrell.
Oh, my God.
Before being good on the Bucks somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember seeing his name on the Bucks. I'm like, wait a damn second. What the hell? I thought he was out of the league.
What's his name? Oh, it's another one. Oh, I wish I remember his name. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I don't. Artie Burns?
No, it's not Artie Burns. It's not Artie. Don't forget that guy. Oh, God.
I wonder why his last name was Burns.
Burns. God, got burned so many times. My God, man, that was so bad to watch. Oh, I forgot his name anyway. I can't think of it, but it is what it is. There was another corner with Will Allen or something like that. I forgot what his name next to him.
Oh man, Will Allen. Wow.
Yeah, you remember Will Allen?
Wow.
Will
Wow,
Allen.
what a name.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other. Gosh, I can't remember. Sensabaugh, Cody Sensabaugh. There you go.
That was a little bit. That was 2018, I think.
I think that was, but still,
Cody Sensabaugh. Wow. I remember when he got absolutely shit on by Antonio Callaway. Oh my God, I remember that play vividly. He got absolutely poo-pooed on.
Who was our best corner that time? I think
that was that might have been Hayden.
Before Hayden, that was another name.
Oh, before Hayden.
Who would do the dance that was gonna pick?
Oh, you're talking about I know exactly who you're talking about.
He's not.
I know exactly. I'm drawing a blank, but I know exactly.
I can't think of his name.
Because it was on the Bengals
anyway.
field.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. Oh God damn it! What's his name? It's gonna end up popping up to us at the end, after we're done recording, and it's son of a bitch.
It's this guy, you idiots.
Yeah, people are probably watching this just screaming at us. Here it is, you dumb idiot!
But anyways, yeah, that defense was terrible.
I don't know why Brian McFadden keeps popping up on my... I know it for a fact. I know it's not him, obviously.
I want to go look it up, and I can't remember now.
I know, man. It's going to bother me now.
It's bothering me. But anyways.
He caved. He had to look this up. This will just bother us way too much.
2015, I think it was.
You know, say 2014, 2015. somewhere in that. Oh man, what was his name?
Not Cortez Allen.
No. Oh, that's another name.
No, it's not another game. Not Robert Golden. What's his name?
Hey, met him last year.
I meant, yeah. Oh my gosh, Shamarko Thomas when he was on the fucking roster.
I know for a fact because he had a pick six against the Colts in 2014. That infamous game against the Colts.
No. What is that? It's not 2014. I love 2015. It has to be 2014.
Yeah.
It has to be 2014 because it was. Oh my gosh. It's gonna take.
William Gay.
There you go. Oh my god, it took so long. I found it as soon as you got it. Oh my gosh. That was the best corner on the team.
Yeah. Oof.
And I'm not complaining that we're playing a lot on the defense. I cannot complain.
Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, well, hey, listen. The marathon begins. The Steelers marathon begins. Mm-hmm. Training camp next week. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be great. You're going to see a whole lot of overreactions, a whole lot of excitement. This is the time of year where us football fans really start to become happy. This is where our mental health becomes a roller coaster of a ride. We're all happy, and then we're pissed the next.
Not next Thursday that we'll get that reaction. It'll be the following Thursday.
No, what? Hey, next Thursday's the first day of training camp.
But what are we going to see the first day? Come on.
Oh, listen, you know damn well the first moment we see the first throw of Kenny Pickett, you know we're overreacting.
Oh my God,
you know damn well what is about to happen. This isn't your first rodeo here on the show. This isn't your first rodeo as a fan.
No. The Steelers Twitter, man. Let's chill out, please, when he throws a ball.
Oh no.
Twitter, let's calm down.
Hey,
okay?
no chill. Get all excited as you want. We are here.
I know we're excited, but it's training camp.
I don't care. Let me get excited, damn it.
I know we could be excited, but let's not overreact, all right?
No promises.
Please.
No promises. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. Make sure to follow us on all social medias. And until then, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy a wonderful Tall Boy Friday. And until then, stay safe. Peace out.
Vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.